peepers are talking sexy in the trees. Welcome back to Charm on Travel. You never saw that. Welcome back to Fun with Flags with Sheldon Cooper. Welcome back to Charm on Travel. One pervasive thought has been circling in my head since my last motovlog. I need to go camping. So it's Thursday night, and I'm headed out just to get away for a little bit. It's nice to not feel responsible for anything for even just a little while. just be me. Only responsible for myself, this bike. It is a beautiful night to ride. It's going to be a nice clear night. It's going to be cool. We're here at the end of August, and the nights are just now getting down into the 50s up here in northwest Pennsylvania and northeast Ohio. The official end of summer is until September 23rd, but the unofficial end is coming up here Labor Day. I believe it's next weekend. And I thought this would be a nice transition this evening. Maybe it's my brief study of Wiccan religion, but there's a full moon tonight. And it's not just any kind of full moon, it's a blue supermoon. And we had it last night. And blue meaning that it is the second full moon this month, and super meaning that the moon's elliptical orbit will take it past Earth on its, it's going to be as close as it could possibly get in its orbit. The moon's elliptical orbit will bring it as close as it can get to Earth tonight. That's what a supermoon is. So it's going to be approximately 15% larger in the evening sky, and it's going to be 30% brighter. So as September hits, it's time for the Great Cycle Challenge coming up next month. So at the end of August, I thought it'd be a nice way to prepare to round out my summer, because I don't think I'll get to camp again until October. But it's a good cause. It benefits the Children's Cancer Research Fund. And I know a lot of people donate to St. Jude's every year. And, certainly that is also a noble cause when it comes to, children with illnesses and helping them. But I like the participation component of the Great Cycle Challenge. I've always liked bicycles, and so I feel like the mission is, threefold for me. Firstly, it's a great way to remember those people that we've lost in our families to cancer, and everyone you talk to, I've lost multiple people I haven't even met, and I've got some survivors in my family too. So it's a great way to remember the people that we've lost, every day if you're taking the time out to do that. And it's a great way to honor the people who are fighting and who have fought the battle and won. And lastly, it's a way to contribute. It's a way to contribute to the research and eradication of cancer. Specifically childhood cancers, but we are all humans, and cancer has similarities among age groups. But I feel it's particularly devastating for a young person to have an illness like that, or any kind of illness, a life-threatening illness or a terminal illness, and we got to stop it, or do our best to stop it. But the challenge component, I'd like to set a goal that is, challenging for me, and while striving toward it, it's easy to remember that your suffering and that your struggle is minuscule compared to what people who have cancer are battling. They're fighting for their lives, and you may wake up sore every day, or a little sick from biking, but it's nothing compared to what people go through, and that's what pushes me on. When I feel like giving up, I just think of that, and it makes it so much easier. It doesn't matter how sore you are. You get up and fight just to honor those people who are fighting. I'll leave the donation link to the Great Cycle Challenge in the description. I forgot to mention that. And you don't have to donate to me, but consider donating to someone, or consider riding yourself. If you want to donate to St. Jude, or if you want to donate, if you already make a donation every year, no hard feelings. My family donated a lot last year, and I was really moved by that. I was just thinking that I was going to raise awareness, but I ended up, donating a sizable chunk. There's a lot of pretty cool bike trails in Lake County and in Ohio. It's a lot of old railroad beds have been transformed over here, and it's probably one of my favorite parts about Ohio. So I hope you guys stick with me as we go along. We transition from the motorcycle to a bicycle and just sort of mosey along. Not sure what I'll vlog about between my exhausted pants, but I'll try not to get too breathless as I'm rambling on. I'm not going to show online where I'm going, but those of you who know me and who are close to me know where I'm going. But it's private property, and I just don't want people, just showing up there. But I didn't clear the trail, and as dark as it's getting, we, lost time getting gas and putting equipment on and everything. But wanted to do a short little motor vlog anyway. But we'll get back in as far as we can. I've always liked bicycling. When I was a kid, it was a way to get around. If you live in the country, your closest friend, could be 3 to 5 miles away. Closer maybe if you cut through the woods. But so it's good for covering ground. And then as I got older, I used it for cross training. In fact, that's what I bought my now 30-year-old Trek for, was to train for football. And it's helped since then to get over injuries because it's low impact. And I just generally like riding a bicycle. I think I got that from my dad. He grew up on his bicycle. All his brothers and everything, they rode around on bikes. And I was just in the cusp of millennials there. So I grew up basically Gen X too. And the further you get from city centers, the further back in time you grow up. Their styles are a little latent. Attitudes, values. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's not a knock. It's just it takes a while for progressive ideas, and what am I even talking about? It's trickle down. But there's been some pretty famous proponents of bicycling. Albert Einstein, the writer J.R.R. Tolkien and Hemingway. Katharine Hepburn was a big cyclist. Jennifer Aniston. Hey, girl. I don't know why I said hey, girl. Jennifer, if you're out there and you're single, I don't typically go for skinny girls, but that scene in We Were Millers was stunning. I don't know if that was you or not, but I don't think Jennifer Aniston's ever going to see this, but you never know. Matt Damon. I was kind of surprised by Matt Damon. I guess he entered a tandem bicycle race in South Africa. I didn't know that. Matthew Broderick. I think some of them are just people that were photographed on bicycles, and then they're like, "Oh yeah." I don't know for certain, but I do know about J.R. Tolkien. I guess he had a couple automobiles, the story goes, and he saw what they were doing to the road system over there in England. This is unconfirmed information, but I'll see if I can verify for it later. But he then lived out the rest of his life riding bicycles. He was not a fan of automobiles. Oh, look at that flame on the El Camino over there. Pretty sharp. Denmark will pay citizens 22 cents for every mile they ride their bicycle instead of drive. Like if they commute. I don't know if that's still the case or not, but I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not sure if it's a tax write-off or if it's a straight up like check. I mean, it's not very much, but hey, it's something, you know. At the end of the year. A bicycle is an elegant machine for a more civilized age. But this is where I will leave you until we're in the woods.
grab the cell phone and try to get a shot of the super blue moon tonight. It's still up in the sky. It was a little bigger earlier. It's now probably around 10. Yeah, it's about 10:30. So it's probably larger when it's on the, low on the horizon. But it'll still be pretty cool, I think. This light's kind of bright. It's a little more challenging. I'm losing vision in my right eye. It's a little more challenging trying to walk and film myself because it's blinding me. So I'm just going to turn it around. Seems to be a better route out. This trail's sort of intact. Maybe that's the issue. Getting over this. I'll have to cut it out tomorrow. Street tires really spun on the logs that I was trying to get over. This thing's so bright, this light. Oh, you know what? That's kind of a good shot there. I think the camera's going to focus on the trees and leaves. So we'll go out to a clearing and try to get a better shot. Sure if this is going to pick it up or not, but it's getting that way. Oh, for whatever reason, I can't get a shot of the moon in focus. It's too bright. Maybe there's moisture behind the lens protector. Not sure. Okay, we finally got it adjusted correctly video. We took some photos, but that's a pretty good blue moon. We had to turn the speed way down and adjust the ISO. I can even turn it blue if you want. Yeah, again, blue has nothing to do with the color. It's just the fact that it is that's pretty close. It's a little gray. It's very white. It looks probably more like that. But blue is just the fact that it's the second one this month. And supermoon being that it is closest to Earth, and it's elliptical path. So that's pretty neat. Glad we got some footage of it. Pretty awesome. Wow, that's real good even without the binoculars. I'm impressed. I don't think I can zoom in anymore. Let's see. Nope, that's it. That's the extent. Pretty cool. All right, let's go back to camp and see if anyone stole any of our stuff. Ooh, stepping on apples. It's nearly impossible to see what's ahead of me with this light. It's robbing my night vision. So this is just not going to work. I'm going to have to film out ahead of me. So I'm happy with that. Get a pretty awesome shot of the moon. It's getting pretty late. I don't know if I'll bother to start another fire. I'll probably just cook dinner and drink some water and then go to bed. Looks like a candle's still burning. I don't know why I'm whispering. I don't have to whisper now that I'm on private property. Definitely bushwhacked a little bit to get back in here because these logs can even go in the path of least resistance. In fact, let's walk a little bit right through here. You can see all the broken bush. I really struggled with this one. Dug a nice ditch here. Broke this bolt. Looks like we got a path out of here though. Helmet's still here. Looks like most of my gear. Alright, let's cook dinner. It's nice to have a place like this to come to. Most people don't. There's always someone trying to take it away from you, though. But it's nice to enjoy it for a fleeting moment. Little mountain house, chili mac, or as Melissa calls it, mountain man. peepers are talking sexy in the trees. And someone's over there douching in the forest to the north. So I learned something watching a movie recently. I didn't verify that it was true, but I can only say, you know, from personal experience, that if you do not adequately cook your freeze-dried meal, it will give you gas. And I heard that, and then like a light went off. I went, oh, that's happened to me. But I didn't know. I thought it was just like something, oh, you know, never fails when you go camping. But you know, sometimes you're hungry and you maybe it was hot that day, so you didn't want to use too much water in your meal. And I've done that. I've only partially cooked one of these mountain house meals, and man, next morning just. I'll spare you the gory details. Alright, for whatever reason, God, that's pretty. Jesus. For whatever reason, my bug net, the tensioner is not operating, and I did not want to tie my online tension knots in it because that real thin paracord is a real pain to untie, so I'll figure out what's going on. I don't know if it's the gear sling. The gear sling might be, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. But it's a beautiful night. Not a lot of stars out. Even though it's a clear night, I think that's because the moon is so dang bright. But I got some awesome, probably pretty close there. I got some awesome footage of the moon, both video and photo. In fact, I think the video is a little better than the photo. And very comfortable, pretty warm. Haven't even put the blanket on yet, so. Excellent night. I'm glad I came out. Absolutely beautiful. Calm, quiet. Peepers. I think I scared all the wildlife away, if there would be any, because I had to wind that bike up and stall it a couple times getting it back here, bushwhacking rather than cutting limbs, you know, cutting the trees that had fallen. And well, there's some deer there. Kick something up. Something's waiting to pass through to eat the apples in the orchard nearby. Where was I? I don't remember. Oh, I guess there was wildlife and I didn't scare it away. I really had to wind that bike up. I got it stuck on a couple logs and the street tires were just spinning. But I don't know if I got the logs hot enough or what, but they broke up and I was able to get through. The bike is going to need washed up. I know I hit that. Actually, I don't think I ever bottomed out, but I did jam some sticks into the shifting linkage, but I checked the linkage, it's okay. And I think I got all the sticks out there and tires still look alright, so we'll look it over again tomorrow when I wake up, but I think it'll be okay. Alright, good night. Charm on Travel signing off. I'll see you tomorrow morning.